start with a gentle warm-up. This warm-up is just going to help get the shoulders moving, get the neck moving, hopefully get a nice stretch down both sides of the body, and that'll help with triangle pose and with warrior two. So first, not really an official mountain pose, but just double check that your feet are more or less under your hips. You're trying to be as upright and as level as possible. Keep your teeth closed, and let's just do some neck rotations. We'll look one side to the other. As you're doing the neck rotations, make sure you're breathing. You can do an anatomical match breath, which would be exhale, look one way, inhale to the center, exhale, look the other way, inhale, center. You don't have to do it that way, but that's one method. The other is just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Just let the breath occur naturally as you move. Another consideration while you're moving is just very gently, try to increase your range of motion as you start to get warmer, as your body starts to become more receptive to the mobility. Just see if you can look half a centimeter more over your shoulder. The idea is to nudge adaptation. We don't want to force it, we don't want to push, but if we can just gently ask permission, can I go just a little bit more to my left? Can I go a little bit more to my right? You may find that your body responds well. Now the neck rotations are going to come in handy when we're doing triangle pose and when we're doing warrior two pose, to look up or down towards our hands. Okay, next time you're facing forward, let's do some deep shoulder rolls. So find an inhale, keep breathing, but find an inhale and lift your shoulders up. This is called elevation. Keep lifting your shoulders up. Even if they feel stuck, keep lifting. Now once your shoulder blades have elevated as high as they can go, keep them elevated and squeeze them together. This is called retraction. So we want to retract the shoulder blades, but keep them elevated. Now, keep the shoulder blades retracted and pull them down. It's called depression. So hopefully you notice, chest is lifting, rib cage is lifting, shoulder blades moving towards each other, shoulder blades moving down. It gives you a big lift through the rib cage. Big inhale here, and then exhale, release. And let's go again. Big shoulder roll. Inhale, elevation. Keep breathing. Get your shoulder blades as high as possible, and then even half a centimeter more. Then squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. It's called retraction. Once you've retracted as much as you can, see if you can retract half a centimeter more. Keep them retracted and pull your shoulder blades down. Hopefully you notice that your shoulder blades they act like hands, pushing not only towards your spine, but pressing into your rib cage to give you that lift. Once you've depressed all the way you can go, relax. And we'll do it one more time. Big inhale, elevation. Keep breathing, keep elevating. See if you can get that extra half a centimeter. Exhale, retract, but keep breathing. Keep your arms loose. Keep retracting and keep depressing. So now you pull down and see if you can lift your rib cage. Reach down, arms straight, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep depressing the scapula, keep retracting the scapula. Big inhale. Now exhale, release. Good. So all of that scapular retraction, all of that scapular depression and retraction is going to help open the chest, pretty much for all the poses. So we're going to call on that a lot today. Lift the lift the sternum and spread the collarbones. And that's where all the scapular mobility comes in. Now, quick review for the arms, and we're going to warm up the arms and shoulders. If you turn and face me and you turn your hand up like this, palm toward the ceiling, elbow pit toward the ceiling. So this is your elbow pit. You want to turn your elbow pit toward the ceiling. That's called external rotation of the humerus bone. You have an arm and you have a forearm. Arm, forearm, wrist, hand. So the arm bone, we're trying to externally rotate. The inside seam rolls over the biceps to the outside seam. Now, keeping this external rotation, we're going to pronate the forearm. So now your hand turns down. If you, kind of like if you make a karate chop, this is more or less neutral. So you're externally rotating the humerus bone, hand is neutral. That's if we bring our hands to our side. If you externally rotate the humerus bone, turn the palms down, that's going to be for warrior two. And if we get to side angle today. So, let's go through that, let's warm up our shoulders. Start here. Not an official mountain pose yet, but we will get there. Standing up tall, make your arms straight. And use your eyeballs if you need to. Look down and see that the pit of your elbow points toward me. If you're facing me, the pit of your elbow should face toward me also. Hands neutral at first. Shoulder blades depressed. Inhale, bring your arms up. Hands neutral, but look at your elbow pits. Make sure they're pointing toward the ceiling. Keep bringing your arms up. Keep externally rotating your humerus bones. Keep your hands neutral. Breathe. Now, keep your arm bones still and pronate your forearm bones. So you turn your palms away. Now keep working the pronation of the forearms and keep working the external rotation of the arm bones. And we come to a T. Look to one hand, make sure it's about the height of your shoulder. Look to the other hand, make sure it's about the height of your shoulder. And then down to your sides. And then relax. So already you can see neck rotations coming in, shoulder rolls coming in. Now we're starting to dig in with the arms. Arms by your side, please. Externally rotate your humerus bones. Keep breathing. Pull your shoulder blades down, pull your shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms to shoulder height. Double check. Keep inhaling, arms up overhead. Glue your arms still. Turn your palms away. Hands to a T. Double check. Arms to your side. Relax. Now we're going to try to put that together in a big circle. The goal is the technique. So if you start losing that internal, external rotation feel, if you start to lose the pronation and stuff, stop. Go step by step. But if you can make a big circle, let's try to make a big circle together. Arms by your side. Humerus bones externally rotated, hands neutral. Scapular depressed, scapula kind of pushing into your rib cage. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn your palms away. Hands to a T, and then come straight through to arms by your side. Keep action in your arms. Inhale. Turn your palms away. Exhale. Concentrate on the external rotation of the humerus bone, all the way through this sort of arcing circle. Inhale. Turn your palms away. Exhale. Keep working the actions of your humerus bone. Keep working the actions of your shoulder blades. Last one. Inhale. Turn your palms away. Exhale. Still pronating the forearms, externally rotating the humerus bone. Now, hands by your side, but keep your arms active. Elbow pits pointing toward me, shoulder blades down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Start to tuck your pelvis between your legs. So you're using your abs here. Spread the yoga mat apart with your feet, just a little bit, just to wake up the outside hips. Wake up the feet. Keep tucking your pelvis. As much as you tuck your pelvis is as much as you squeeze your shoulder blades, is as much as you lift your chest. For 3, 2, give us a really good strong mountain pose. 1, and relax. Good. So we're getting closer and closer to an official mountain pose. Now, let's take our feet wide. Let's warm up the hips a little bit. We'll put our hands on our waist. And we'll just do little hip circles. And breathe. This is a nice little warm up. It's a little bit lengthy, but hang in there with me. Because if we can pull different pieces from this warm up, it's really going to supercharge the rest of the yoga poses. For example, something as simple as hip circles is very potent for yoga poses. Here's triangle pose right here. Hips are going to the side, torso leans to the side, stretches one part of the hip, tones the other part of the hip. We come back this way. This is almost a rearward shift. Hip flexion, stretching up the glutes and the hamstrings. Here's triangle pose again. And if we push our hips forward, this could be kind of mountain pose-ish because we're extending the hips. If you're concentrating a little bit on your feet, really work the outside edges of your feet here. Stretch out your ankle bones. Keep your feet flat on the ground. We'll come back the other way. So all of this stuff is important. I try to explain this to my students all the time. But there's a reason why we do these joint mobility drills. Sometimes it's hidden. Sometimes we just don't know. Until all of a sudden we have that epiphany. We go, oh, hold on a second. All of this relates to triangle. Oh, okay, I understand now. And then as we're doing the warm-ups, we kind of think of that stuff in mind. Think about triangle pose. Think about the rearward shift. Think about triangle pose on the other side, etc. Good. And next time you're more or less upright, pause. One last little warm-up, one last little stretch, and then we'll get into some of the yoga poses. So again, feet kind of wide. If it's possible, if you're facing me, bring your left arm up overhead. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bend to the right. As we're bending to the right, in my mind, I'm thinking of this outside ankle bone on my left leg. I want to feel a tug on this entire line, the outside seam of my, if I were wearing long pants, I'd want to feel a tug on the outside seam of the pants, outside seam of the shirt, all the way up to my fingernails. Here. And come back. Switch. Inhale. Exhale. Again, I'm trying to feel a tug all the way from this outside ankle bone, just an inch off the floor, all the way up to my fingernails in this hand, the top hand, back to center. Now you may or may not get that depth of stretch, and it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't force it. But try to just feel it. Try to connect your brain to what the stretch is trying to do. It's not necessarily just to bend sideways. It's to feel a tug on the outside seam of the body. The lateral seam of the body. We're just trying to feel a gentle tug all the way from the floor to our fingertips. It's not about bending super deep side to side. Good. Back to center. Hands to your thighs. And either way, you can kind of start to wobble your feet together, or you can toe heel your feet together. And now let's do mountain pose. Take your feet about hip width apart. Spread your toes wide. Spread the soles of your feet wide. Try to establish all four corners of your feet. Just beneath your big toe, just beneath your pinky. And if you cut your heel in half, you'll have an inner heel and an outer heel. So press all four buttons into the ground. Push them into the ground. Now see if you can pull the yoga mat apart just a little bit by using your hip muscles. Once your legs are active, use your abs and pull your tailbone. Between your legs, pubic bone comes up, trying to bring your belly button to your sternum. Now we integrate the arms. Pull the shoulder blades down. Pull the shoulder blades together. Externally rotate the humerus and make your hands neutral. Breathe. Keep every action in every part of the body. Put a little extra weight in your heels. Tuck your pelvis. As much as you tuck your pelvis is as much as you lift your chest. As much as you lift your chest is as much as you squeeze your shoulder blades. As much as you squeeze your shoulder blades is as much as you externally rotate your humerus bones. And breathe for 3, 2, 1, and release.